Hey trading fam, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. It's Thursday, November 11th, and I'm sitting up 1,857 bucks. So pretty decent day, but performance wasn't great today. So I'm going to show you, break down kind of what happened today, what I traded, and how it went. Let's start off the day and show you the progress for today. Today I actually started in the red, and I started big in the red, so not a great start for me, and I was getting a little worried about it and trying to stay focused and only trade the good setups. But yeah, just initially right out of the gate, I took a trade on PPSI and went down 780 bucks in that first trade. I think I doubled into my size, my position on that, and it was just going against me, and it was a losing trade there, and I had to cut it. So went in again, and then went down, basically down $1,000, and that was the biggest drawdown I had today. So that was kind of my low point. So from there, I was able to grind and dig out of there. So let's go over to the chart real quick, and I'll show you what that looked like. PPSI, yeah. Okay, so I believe I took it. Let's see. First off, I did take a ton of trades today. Ooh, look at this. 62 trades. That is way too many for my liking. I mean, there's no real restriction against how much I could trade, really, but I don't know. I just like to keep the amount of trades smaller, profits higher, if possible. But today it was a lot of back and forth, so anyways, I think the plan for this one was, it was kind of one of the leading runners today. As you can see, pre-market it gapped up pretty well, started moving, and then market opens, had a run up, and then a flush down, got trapped in that, and I think just kind of holding that position was just completely going against me. So either way, I traded that a bit more. Let's see the rest of the progress on that. Yeah, I was able to slowly dig out of it. Getting to about, what was it? Negative 700 bucks initially. And then from there, I kept trading it and added on a few winners to it. So I want to hop over because I did have a trade on FOSL. I think it's called Fossil is the company. Anyways, I shorted that one. It was $100 winner, so that was a good move for me. I was kind of watching PPSI and FOSL together because this had moved up yesterday after hours, and it was holding a bit. So I didn't trade it throughout here, but once it broke down, I thought, hey, that was a pretty big sell-off. Let me go into a short and try to capitalize on that. So I did that, and that worked out well for me. $100 winner right there. But anyways, moved back to PPSI, trying to ride the momentum there. And I just got into a bit of a chop, but going better in the right direction. Negative 100 bucks there, negative 30 there. But then hitting a winner. Look, I had a $281 winner on PPSI. So moving back in the right direction. And at some point, I just took a step back from PPSI because it felt a little stagnant. And I moved over to another stock. I'll show you in a sec. Yeah, I think it was I think it was the breakdown spot in here where I was like, this doesn't look any good to me anymore. Having that huge sell-off and then it hitting VWAP and breaking VWAP, kind of breaking down. And look, we had two other big sell-offs that occurred on this one. So that was kind of wrapped me up for PPSI. Then I moved over to, this is the one that saved me. So this is the highlight stock for me today, was NUZE. Now, this one, what was the news on this? I think it's a coffee company is doing like a partnership deal with Walmart or something. I think that was the news on this one. And so what happened was there was really no volume all morning long until boom, this area here at about 11 o'clock. And it literally just ripped up and went right into a halt. So I want to show you my first trade on this. I saw this and I saw potential. The only problem with this was that I know this is one of those halting stocks, right? Very similar to kind of, I'm going to show you SOPA, S-O-P-A. I traded this in the past a couple days, and look, kind of similar thing here, halting stock, although it went up massively. It went up huge percent gains, and on the second day, went for an even bigger run, which is really impressive. So they're a little trickier to trade, to get in and out of and get filled, but sometimes these stocks really have potential to just blow up. And so that's what I saw with NUZE. It seemed like some legit news, so I was definitely going into it. I'm glad I jumped in earlier and went in. Let's see. Let me try to pull up the first trade for you guys. When did I get into this? Okay, 11:17. Nope. One before that. Huh. Interesting. 11:17. Anyways, I know was that a buy? Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure I got this all correct for you guys. Yeah, it looks like first two purchases 11:17. So I got in and was able, yeah, that's right. Okay, so my first round was I got 1,000 shares at 387. Okay, so that was in here. And I just had, what happened was it went into a halt, and once I saw that second halt, I was thinking this is gonna move again. And so I had to order super early. I had it during the halt, right? So I put in an order for 1,000 shares at 387, and then I did, I added to that again. I decided to add again. Yeah, I got same price, 387 for 600 shares. So anyways, it opened up right here. Boom, I got filled, and it went ripping right into another halt, which I was kind of expecting with this momentum here. And from there, just in that trade, I didn't sell at this point. We went into the halt, and I was looking at it, and I was already up 1,200 bucks on it. So incredible momentum right there. Very volatile, but I'm glad I got filled on both of those. So I was sitting at 1,600 shares, and it opened up and ripped down. So initially, I was a little worried, but I thought if it holds, it's going to rip back up. And sure enough, it did. It had a sell-off and consolidated, and then went on another rip. So I was thinking, okay, I'm in a good spot here, and my profits were just really huge on it. So what I decided to do is I was like, let me look at the yearly chart, see what kind of potential we have on this thing. So obviously in the past, there was a huge run in here in 2020, but since then it's been, you know, all downhill. But just with that kind of crazy halting and that crazy volume coming in, I knew this had potential to just run, and didn't know where it was really going to tap out at. But what I decided to do was do different bracket orders to kind of slowly unfold my position. That way I could take some at a, you know, less higher positions in case it does break down. But if it continues to go, I can still profit from that just with less share size and unloading that. So that's exactly what I did. And let me show you those trades right here. So this is what really turned me around. I was sitting negative pretty much the whole day until this spot here on this trade in UZ, and let's check it out. Okay, yeah, look at this. First trade, first selling spot, and I think I was just selling about blocks of 100, and there was one of them that was 300, so they were kind of mixed, but either way, bracketing out of the order. So first sell order, nailed 253 bucks on that one. Then 388 on the next one, 43 on the next one, $500 on the next one, 642. So boom, just a great trading on that. And I'm glad I decided to slowly unfold in case we had potential higher highs, which is great. So I didn't sell it the entire thing at one spot. I just slowly unwinded as it went up. Great trade for me, and that was what really pushed me through today. I went all the way up to 2,000 bucks today on that, and which was excellent. I mean, going from negative, you know, basically 1,000 to 2,000 positive, that's excellent. Now my problem came into this area where I got a little greedy. I rode this all the way up, great trading, and I figured this still might have some more opportunity. And what I decided to do when I was all out, I just thought, you know what, I'll go in with, you know, pretty good share size, but I'll be quick and I'll do my scalp trading on the rest of it. And if it decides to keep ripping. Problem here is that it kind of hit a top spot and just went sideways. So I continuously just like went in and out, trying to anticipate like breakouts. But I would take so many losers, and then the winners weren't as big, and I really just chopped around. So staying about, I got all the way up to about 2,400 bucks, but then started dipping down. I went all the way down to 1,600, and then further down again, and really just chopped around. So that was annoying, and I realized, you know what, I'm overstaying my welcome. This setup now is just not looking as good. I mean, it did hold this area pretty well, but we just never got another breakout, and instead it was a breakdown to the downside, passing VWAP, and it broke down pretty hard. So I just decided to throw in the towel a little bit later in the day. I got up to 1857 and just decided to call it quits because I didn't want to keep trading and just possibly go more negative. So that was really it for a lot of my trading today. Hey, 1,800 bucks I'm happy with. That's good for me. And I'll show you the calendar real quick. This week has been pretty good. I did have a nasty day on Tuesday, down 3,200 bucks, which put a real damper in things. Let's take out that day to show you what it looks like here. I'd be up 7K on this week if it wasn't for that day. But hey, that's the reality. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. It's all just a matter of how much you keep. So disappointed about that day, but you know, if I continue putting on good days like this, you know, I'll be in a good spot. I'll be happy with that. So yeah, that was pretty much my trading today. Hope you guys traded well. Let me know how you did. What did you trade? Are you green? Are you red? Are you struggling? Are you doing well? Love to hear from you guys. So that's it for this recap, and we'll see you on the next one.